It's gonna it's gonna be me. All I wanna do is live by you. It would have been a betrayal if I didn't sing that song today. Hello, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met already, hello, hi, the name's Quinn. It's very nice to meet you. Today, this video is coming out a little bit later than I would have hoped it would have, but better late than never. Today I am showing you guys me setting up my bullet journal for the month of May in the year 2020. So with everything that's been going on, I decided to make this theme a little bit different than one might have assumed this theme for the month was going to be. I also got some new material and I'm really excited about using them for my journal for this month. So without further ado, grab for yourself a tasty snack or a lovely beverage. Y'all know I got my iced coffee here. I also have some goldfish off on the side. You'll see in the video me eating it throughout the entire thing. And let's just get right into the video. Okay, so getting right into everything here, this here is my Dingbats bullet journal. It was a gift for me for Christmas. I really enjoy it. It has like a faux leather cover and the company itself is just really nice, so I would highly recommend looking into it. The pens that I'm using is this Sigma white gel pen. Well, I mean, you'll see later on that I end up actually not using it, but you can see what I'm trying to use it for. And the Pilot G2.05. And then I got some new pens, some Micron pens here. I got them off of Amazon. They came in. I'm really excited. There's a lot of different line weights with these pens, so I'm really excited to try them out. And here's me just struggling trying to open the packaging. Come on, you got this. Yep, there we go. There's pens. Yeah, and so I know in most bullet journals people have a pen testing page, but I really just wanted to use my other sketchbook that I have to try to test out and see all these pen weights. And then this here I'm really excited to try out. It is the brush pen that's in the back. I've never had a brush pen before, so I'm really excited to try to figure out how to use this. And then that's it for the chest. A little bit of a goldfish break, and just on to making our spreads for the month of May. So as usual, I go in first with a pencil and I outline everything. It makes it a lot easier for me when I go in with a pen later on to try to make sure that I have really smooth lines and everything. I decided to go with a space theme for May. I really don't know what came over me that made me think that I need to go with a space theme, but I liked the whole out of this world concept. Now, previously I've been using a lot of colors in my bullet journal for the past few months, and with these new pens, I really wanted to give them all a good chance to go ahead and use them and get familiar with the pens, so I decided to make this one just a black and white. If you decide to recreate any of this for yourself, obviously space is a really easy theme to go ahead and incorporate some color in, but it is also a nice theme where if you don't have color or if you're not comfortable using it, it's really easy just to go in and just make it black and white. So here I tried to go in with my white gel pen and create some stars, but I didn't realize that my pen was actually out of ink, which was really frustrating, and so I just kind of left it at that and then just went in later to go ahead and fix everything. Next I drew here a little spaceship. After I drew it and watching the footage, I realized it looks a lot like a bowler hat, but a very Meet the Robinsons kind of style, which I honestly am not mad at. Next I'm creating some lines to show the spaceship beaming something up into space. Then I drew a stick figure being beamed up into space. Now normally the image is of a cow being sucked up into a spaceship, but I'm not good at drawing cows, so I just went with a stick figure. Since I couldn't draw a cow, I still wanted it to be somebody outdoors being beamed up into space, so I made it to where it was a little camper, so you can see his little tent in the corner that he got sucked out of. Next I used the brush pen to draw some fire. And then as usual, I like to have a quote on the left side of the spread. For this, I decided to go with "Don't be suspicious." Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. I went in and added some hash marks to the lettering because I wanted it to have kind of like a glitch effect. If you decide to incorporate some colors, there are some really good tutorials that you can find even just on TikTok about how to do some really cool glitch effects with red and blue ink. But for just the black and white, I decided just to do these lines. Next, I went in and drew in some planets to kind of show more of a space theme here. And I got really excited, started using the brush pen just to kind of see what I can do with it and get myself more used to the feel of using a brush pen. Now to replace the white gel pen, I ended up using this white gouache that I have. I had been painting a lot of cards lately, so I had this kind of already handy off in the corner. Went in with a really thin paintbrush and then just put in some dots and hash marks for stars. It worked pretty great and dried really quickly, so if you have gouache, I would recommend using it. So that's going to do it for our cover page and on to our first spread. So this first spread here is my month at a glance. As usual, I like to put the month up in the top left corner here so it's easy to just kind of go through and see what I'm doing when I'm flipping through my journal. I wanted this month to take up the entire 2-page spread here. I'm wanting to give myself a lot of projects to actually do this month because for the past month, to be honest, I've been feeling kind of unmotivated and a little lazy, if we're being honest, towards the projects that I've been putting out for myself. I've never actually been giving myself a lot of deadlines, just kind of taking the month as it is. So for this upcoming month of May, I really want to make sure that I'm staying on top of things, so I'm giving myself plenty of space to write out all the things that I want to do. So with columns for each day and then also a little side column there on the side for my to-dos for that week. I went in and I drew a couple of planets, some stars, some little nebular looking things, and then just added a bit more star doodles throughout the page. And on to our first tracker. This tracker you guys will recognize if you've been around here long enough. It is my spending log. It's something that's really important for me, especially being quarantined and without a job. It's a way for me to keep track of everything that I spend. How I keep track of my spending is I first write the date, the store that I went to, or what it is that I bought, how much it was, and whether I paid with card or cash. Granted, you can do this very easily through your bank account. A lot of online bankings do have kind of a spending tracker and they kind of itemize everything for you. You can do it online, it's really easy, you can make yourself an Excel sheet, but I personally just like writing everything down myself. Next, I wanted to add some little doodles at the bottom here. This was really fun for me. As you guys know, my husband Brian is a lighting designer and we recently went ahead and binge watched all of Star Wars. And while doing so, it's always really fun when we're watching anything space themed because any of the control boards, Brian immediately is like, oh hey, that's a lighting board or that's an audio board. Haha, they didn't even do anything to change it. That was just my own little Easter egg for myself in my journal. And on to our next tracker. This one here is my income log. This was something that was really important to me, especially when I was working a lot of server jobs. Not only was I having multiple jobs, but from those jobs I was getting multiple ways of having income, both through cash tips and through checks. So the way that I tracked it is I would write the date, the job that I was working, how much it was, whether it was a check, cash, or some other form of payment. A lot of my side hustles I do get paid through Venmo or PayPal, so this was also a way for me to track that. Then at the bottom I did some more doodles with some spaceships and a planet. Wanted it to take up a good amount of space because hey, we know we're not making a lot of income this month. And then lastly, on to our first weekly spread. As normal, I'll write the first initial of the month up in the top left corner. And then I did a little decal around it with a space and some space rings, which I thought was really cute, as well as a little spaceship beaming up the dates of the week. Again, I just kept this really simple, and then I wanted to go ahead and recreate the kind of the cover with the whole camping theme. And so I do a little campsite doodle at the bottom. And then on the right is where I like to keep my cash envelope spread. So this for me is when I do my budgeting videos. I currently am just writing out my budget for the weeks. And that's going to do it for the month of May. So we're just going to go back to the front and do a quick little flip through. Okay, so that's going to do it for this month's bullet journal video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you decided to recreate anything that you saw in this video, even though the month's already started, so I already have everything set up. But if you do recreate anything, be sure to tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see any recreations that you guys do. It is a really fun thing doing space-themed anything. Don't lie, we all had that 2013 era self who was just obsessed with space and mustaches and cats with sunglasses. I might still be obsessed with at least 2 of those things, and it's up to you to guess which one they are. Let me know in the comments below what type of themes you'd like to see in the future, or if there are any trackers that you've been doing during this kind of stay-at-home time to kind of keep yourself busy, because I need some more things to keep myself busy. Let's be honest, I've been watching a lot of How I Met Your Mother. Netflix has become my best friend. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more of my face and see me try to conquer the human race, go ahead and subscribe. You can find me at all of my social media at Quinn Kaylin. We can chat, DM me, we can become best friends. I love and appreciate you guys oh so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! I don't think I went down deep enough. Neighbor, 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 they're walking every day. Neighbor, 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 they just want to say hey. Cool, they didn't see me.